Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Registered Ranching Podcast, where cows, humor, and a little bit of cowboy wisdom collide. I'm Tucker Brown, sharing stories from the ranch and a TikTok every now and then. We're here to keep the ranch in the family and the family in the ranch. So, let's saddle up. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 56. Welcome to the Registered Ranching Podcast. Tucker Brown, Michael Stevens, come on. It is a beautiful day in Throckmorton, Texas. It's what they call football weather, Mike. What do you call football weather in Alabama?
Football weather?
Roll Tide.
Right. Roll Tide.
Oh, how about Tech making it to the playoffs?
Pretty sick.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
I think I'm going to go. I'm thinking about going to Miami for that Orange Bowl game. I'm thinking about it. Never in my lifetime.
Miami would be hilarious.
I've been there before.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of cattle down there. I mean, not in Miami, but
Yeah.
around there. Anyway, I want to introduce the 7-time bull man of the R.A. Brown Ranch. He's been in the ranch rodeos, Fort Worth, Wichita Falls, and more. He's a dad of 4. He is a husband to a wife that many say, how did that happen? Nicknames also known as the baddest Mama Jamma on the ranch. Folks, I want to welcome Jeff Bezner to the podcast, Registered Ranching Podcast 56. Jeff Bezner, welcome in.
It's 56.
56.
56.
Do you like that intro?
It's
It's all true, huh?
It's all true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all. You were the bull man 20. What was the first year?
I guess 08.
2008.
Or something like that. 08, 09, somewhere right in there, because I got there in 7. Yeah.
Dang. Well, I remember it because we played basketball like your first day, didn't we?
Yeah, like the first, second day, we all went down to the gym and played.
We don't do that with new
Man, I
employees
loved it.
anymore. Oh, I loved it. I mean, I was
I was a good athlete
I
back
was
then.
balling in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to run the milk at the ranch rodeos?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Got a set of spurs.
Yeah.
Couple of them.
Flex. That was a flex.
Yeah. Couple of them from the cow milking itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that your event? Was that what you call your event?
I loved it. I loved mugging the cow.
You love mugging or milking?
I liked mugging.
Yeah.
Because I was fast with my feet. I was fast. I liked to go into the head.
That was your spot.
I loved it. And I loved when old Trent Sharon would have roped that sucker and he'd be like, get in there, Jeff. And I'd get in that V.
Yes, sir.
And I'd just go to the mouth, get one hook, one mouth, one hand over the eyeballs, and just pump them feet.
Giving secrets out now.
Oh, I loved it.
Giving secrets
Trent
out.
was good at getting me in that V.
Was he?
And I trusted him, and he's hand, and still is.
Yeah. You know, his boys are
God,
PRCA.
My kids are wearing some of his kids that his kids built some leggings,
Oh, that's cool.
and they're hand-me-downs, and I'm going to give them back to the guy who got them originally built from some of his kids, but I don't even know his kids.
That's cool.
He doesn't even know that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I liked mugging. Back to the Spurs and the Ranch Rodeo and that. I dug it.
Yeah.
I dug the milking.
Well, you were the bull man for 7 years.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? 7? 7 years. You lived in every house on the ranch.
Every house and one of them twice.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't live in your mom and dad's.
Well, true. Yeah.
Well-
they lived there.
I'm not going to say whose house it is now.
Well, yeah. Lamb. Shh. Quiet. Somebody was asking. They're like, "Are you like? Did you ever want to get there? Are you jealous that Lanham lives in that house now?" I was like, "No, I'm just fine. I like my house. I'm good."
I'm going to go spend the night in there so I can say I have.
I mean, you should, because then you'd complete. It's like what do they call the Texas hunting Big Four?
The Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
Yeah.
You almost have the Grand Slam of the Brown Ranch.
Right, I got to figure out how to get myself invited over there to spend the night.
You just show up. That's what Lanham does.
Well, probably could show up and drink too much because that's
Just
happened.
stay there.
That's happened with at Lanham's house on the hill.
Yeah.
My wife was not happy.
Well, tell us what you're doing now.
So I work for a great family, the Lowe's grocery store food chain. I work for their family ranch. Still in Throckmorton County, a little bit in Shackelford County, and it's a good gig. It's all about the hunting, the entertainment of taking people. They're affiliated foods, Lowe's, grocery store guys, friends of the family. We take them out. We take their kids out. It's a lot about the kids getting to come. You know, a lot of these hunting trips that people go on, excuse me, is about, you know, hey, Budweiser is taking you, and it's about you killing the elk, the lion, whatever. But the kids don't get to go. Mm-hmm. So Roger told me this is where families get to go, and it's been good to me and my family. So
that's cool.
They're great. Yeah.
And that's in Albany? Or
So
is it in Throckmorton County?
That actually is in Throckmorton County. I live in Albany, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not far from it.
No,
from the headquarters area, I guess.
No, it's 18 miles.
18.
Yep.
So you could still live in Throckmorton. And
yeah, it's 13 miles Throckmorton.
Dang. I mean,
but my wife's an Albany Lion, and
it's only 30 minutes.
The furthest she ever lived from home was at the RAB, which was 40, and she still drove there every day and was homesick.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can you?
She's a hometown girl.
How can you be homesick when you live 40 miles from home and you drive there still every day? She's not going to like that I said that, but that's all right.
Nah, if she gets mad, that means she listens. So, shout out
to 56.
56. Yeah. Have you met Michael before?
So I ran into him at the WRCA finals.
Oh, that's right.
Just real quick introduction right there. And I was going somewhere. Couldn't talk long.
Yeah.
And this is your first time? Is this your first time in the Mitchell's?
No, I've stopped in here a couple of times, basically to get something fixed, or today's my anniversary. I got to get something bought, or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were saying
not
like today was.
But like,
wow,
oh my God, I'm freaking out.
Yeah, I got to get something.
I got to come home with something, not a rock.
Maybe some wildflowers.
Yeah, that would have been good. But it's so dry.
It is.
It's dry.
But so it's about the hunting.
It's about the hunting.
But
we do
you
have
run
some
some
cows.
cows.
We have got 100 head of mama cows. We got some longhorns, which is actually kind of fun. They're kind of fun. Everybody loves to watch them, and I've got them real gentle. And I got their Richie tags in their heads, so we know you call them by name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you Dremel their name in there, or is it laser printed?
No, I get them lasered. I did a lot of dremeling at one point in time. I'm not dremeling them anymore.
Yeah, you did. You did a bunch. You did a bunch of dremeling. Well, we have so Richie's one of the sponsors of the podcast.
Oh,
so
I just
we'll have
did
a
good
segment.
there.
Yeah, you did. We'll have a segment later in the.
Here, pat me on the back.
Yeah, I get paid $20. Here's your money for.
Yeah, appreciate
it. So yeah, we got a segment on that later. But those longhorns, are they like real cake broke? Come up to you?
Oh yeah, you can feed half of them off with your hands, but you don't want to, because the time you decide you're not going to, they kind of want to.
A little too late.
They want to swat their horn at you, and yeah. So yeah, I've got them real broke where all the women and children and whoever can come out and look at them and get up close and personal. Yeah, they're kind of fun. They're fun.
So what is your day to day?
It's the hunting. It's the feeders, making sure feeders are spinning, cameras are taking pictures, make sure deer are there. Mm-hmm. That's my day to day, especially come August through January 1.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's all that
deer season.
And then I go do other stuff in the afternoon. But that's my. There's a little bit of farming for the wheat, but yeah.
You ever get to do any day work too?
Yeah, I get to neighbor with some neighbors. A little bit of day work, and I try to definitely watch myself. I get invited a lot, but my number one gig is the ranch. So
sure.
But yeah, I actually went this morning and neighbored with Collins Creek. We drug some calves, and it's always fun to be around some other people, with other cowboys, and when you're day working, you talk deer, and one of their guys, JT, he's a deer fanatic. He loves deer hunting. So and he's got his dogs.
Oh, nice.
His deer tracking
Tracking
dogs.
dogs.
Oh yeah, you get deer stories, cool stories.
You ever get to? Does he ever have to come out? And
Yeah, he's
track?
come a couple times to the ranch when Ronnie Rogers misses a deer or says he's going to
Calling
miss
him out.
Oh, he's the president of the company. I'm calling Ronnie. We'll bring JT's dog to your house so y'all can get close.
Yeah, you'll be ready to track one down this year.
Yeah.
Where do you get your bulls from?
So, I've been buying some from your uncle.
Yeah.
Which have been working good.
RAB Genetics.
RAB Genetics. And then my cousin Scott started an Angus
Oh, nice.
herd. And I've been buying my last couple bulls from him. And then I'm going to buy another one, I think, in the spring from him. So, yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah. You going to come to the March sale?
You know, I've only been to the March sale one time.
Why?
Because it's not like on my radar like October's the sale.
Do you not watch my social media videos?
I don't have social media.
I know you don't. I know.
I have listened to a podcast before.
That a boy. Whoa, Mike, I still have that.
Mike.
I still have the mic on.
There's a fuzzy rabbit came out of your shirt. What is this?
Surprise. It's magic. Oh, that's a microphone.
Microphone. The government listens to us.
We had a Red Diamond Sweet Tea video to shoot today.
Hey, by the way, it is good tea.
It is good. I like Red Diamond tea.
Out of Alabama.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like red diamond.
You don't like the tea?
He's out. He's out now. Well, when you started with us, you're a Red Raider.
I am.
Yeah, you're a Red Raider. Was that right out of?
No, so first out of high school, I ran track at Tarleton State.
Yeah, I remember that.
My next line I shouldn't say, I guess. I quit running when I realized I was slow.
Yep. I quit playing basketball when I realized I was slow and
then,
short
You're right.
and not as tan.
Well, right, and way wider than everybody else.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second, am I supposed to be running 12 miles? Because that was the white guys.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I had fun. Met a lot of
From the big city of Lindsay.
Yeah. Met a lot of.
They made the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I just went to their game.
Did you?
I went to their. I'm actually still a little hoarse from being there.
From hollering off.
Man, because I wanted to beat those. I'm not even going to say their name. Those Hornets. Those are our arch rivals.
Who isn't Munster?
So yeah,
They got good cheese over there.
they sold out a long time ago. They
really?
They don't make it there anymore.
I
The
didn't
cheese factory closed, and they sold the recipe
Oh.
to Kraft or somebody.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They still do the sausage and stuff?
Oh yeah, you go to Hess or Fisher's and
Yeah.
pick up. I thought the whole world had good sausage. Yeah, they don't. Gotta
Only
go
in
home.
those German towns.
Gotta go home. Gotta go home to get good sausage. So
Yeah, big city Lindsay.
yeah, graduated from there. Went to Tarleton State. When I realized I was white, I transferred out to Tech, where all my buddies were, whatnot. I like A&M, but I had sisters there, and I wasn't going to go there. So Red Raider. I graduated in 05.
Wreck 'em. Good year to be a Red Raider.
Yeah, it was fun. Went from there to Cargill, worked in the packing house
I forgot about that.
for a year, 11 months and
Which
2
one?
weeks there in Freona.
Friona.
And I gave my 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
So because my goal to myself was 1 year. So 11 months and 2 weeks, I put my 2 weeks notice in.
That a boy. But you stayed for a year, and there's a lot of people who don't do
It
that.
is a very challenging job.
What'd you? Now,
I worked second shift on the rounds table.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, how many were they going through a day?
2,000.
Good night. Mike, have you ever been to those
It's a phenomenal
packing
process.
plants? Big packing plants?
It's a phenomenal process.
I've been to one in Alabama, North Alabama.
Small
like a
one?
big.
Big one?
Big for Alabama.
I mean,
Who owned it? Do you know that?
probably,
I went
it was probably like
almost 2 years ago.
10 a day or something.
Yeah. There, I did go to one that the Creek Band Indians that opened up. It was 175 a head a day.
175 a day?
Yeah. That's like the biggest one in Alabama.
Yeah.
So.
Man, these, like the one, what'd you say, 2,000
2,000 a day.
It's insane.
And then
during
Tyson does 5,000 a day up at their
Which
one
one?
in Iowa City.
Yeah.
Iowa City.
Yeah. So, they ran 6 days a week in the summer and 4 days a week in the slowest of slowers of the winter. Mm-hmm. So, like, what was terrible, it was Monday, Tuesday, skip Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because it gave an extra hang day
Oh,
in the cooler.
okay.
And you were like, all right, we're only run 4 days. No, you still got to go you still got to be there. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, man. You don't get a 3-day weekend.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, what got you into that right out of school?
Well, I needed a job. Like, I grew up farming and I liked agriculture. My
Any
parents.
cowboying?
A little. My uncles had some cows and ran a lot of yearlings. Mm-hmm. So mainly when you're in school, you get a lot of processing and then you didn't go back to school.
Yep.
So.
Or pushing them up the chute.
Yeah, that pushing them up to shoot, just giving shots, very little of the cool stuff, but definitely some of it. They farmed a lot, my uncles, and a lot of tractor driving, which I still love big tractors.
Do you?
Pulling, yeah, big combines. I dig
He
it.
just had a little sparkle in his eye.
See, tractors don't smoke like they used to. Like back in the 80s and 90s.
Pop
Everybody,
up some smoke.
Blowing smoke when you could tell they were ripping hard,
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Those old combines and stuff, I drove a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but mom and pops they don't own their own combine anymore.
Yeah, lease it.
Yeah, you lease it or just custom cutter comes through. You can't afford a combine anymore, but.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So went to Cargill because I needed a job and there wasn't anything back home, and moved to Freona and was tired of that. So then I hung.
That's a. I mean, 2,000 a day. You were on the. What'd you say? Were you on the same place for the whole year?
Yeah. So your first 6 months, I basically went through each part of the plant, learning.
Yeah.
And then for 6 months, I was on the rounds table. Like they'd take the leg off, and there it was, and it was just being cut up as it went down the table.
Would you do the same cut all day?
No, they'd have a mark on that. It would be marked like take the goose eye out or whatever, cut this piece out, and the people just knew. It would come over the radio, boop, you're changing to this at the next mark. And then you just start changing cuts, and it didn't change anything really for me other than, hey, there it is, change cuts. They knew.
Yeah.
So
that's wild.
That
you got to do that. I mean, what an experience.
Well, it was crazy. I always liked the kill floor better.
Yeah.
Murdering things.
That's right.
Tell us how you feel.
Oh man,
Don't
it
get
was
on
a
Jeff's
great.
bad side.
It was an awesome process.
It is an awesome process.
From those fat cows, unloading, going up a 1-story chute, getting a chain around one leg, they would knock them and slit their throat and hung upside down. And when they're being knocked, they're actually just knocking them out, and
They're unconscious.
They're unconscious.
Yeah.
So they can't feel anything, and they're just pumping the blood out of them because they've got these wires sticking out there, and they're electric, and they're just like boom, boom. So the cow's actually still jumping, pumping its heart to get all the blood out, and that's how he actually dies.
Yep.
If you want to cut all this out or
No.
not, but
that's the process.
it's awesome process.
Super fast.
Super fast. The cow doesn't feel a thing.
I mean, how much more humane is that than what history has
Yes.
ever had?
Oh yeah, way humane. Because the cow didn't have a clue.
No.
The cow didn't have a clue. But I mean, it's feeding the world.
You dang right.
These cows are feeding everybody. Then it's take the hide off. It starts with starting at the feet, the bunghole. You start at the tail. They start coming down. Let's see, what did they? I forgot all the things what they were called, and then they just this machine. Oh my God, it was the off puller or something like that. You just put it in whammo, and it just all came off all at once, wrapped around this deal.
That hide?
The hide came after it got started. It was a hide puller, but it was a certain term. Then there was all your USDA inspectors inspecting the heads and making sure we're all good on health wise. Mm-hmm. Whether, very seldom you got one condemned, but it happened. Then it gets sawed in half. Let's see, it gets gutted, sawed in half, and then it went and hung.
Boy,
And it was fast.
Watching
As fast as I just said it,
it's done.
It's done.
I remember I went to that Cargill, and they did a walkthrough, and this was like,
where was that, Nat?
it was-
Plainview?
No, that one had already closed down.
Okay.
It was 2017 while I was at TCU, and we got to go to that one at
Dodge City?
no, it was Freona, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's Freona.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had a catwalk for us to walk over and watch it. And that, man, those guys on the gutting side are fast and quick with a knife. Boy, they just chopping things down.
Yeah.
Never stop.
Those were some of those guys were the salt of the earth in there, and they did a very monotonous job.
Mm-hmm.
And just people wanting to make money for their families,
Mm-hmm.
whether they're from the United States or not. They were sending money wherever. There were some good dudes in there.
Oh, I bet. I mean, that's some sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
To do that job.
There might be 4 or 5 guys living in one tiny house, and they were sending their 90% of their check home to wherever it was.
Yeah.
And they were good dudes. Good dudes.
But what? What?
Call Carly.
Oh. We got to pause it.
We paused.
Oh. No, Carly just can't find her phone.
Yeah.
That's fine. She didn't tell me to call, did she? Just that she couldn't find her phone. That's fine. That's fine. She'll find it. So a year, right at, put in your 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right at. And so do you is that whenever you, no.
No,
You had one more year.
So, then I hung tires on Peterbilt's
Oh.
at Peterbilt Motor Company in Denton, Texas.
Wow.
And did that for 6 months, and then they laid off. So then I had to find another job.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I wanted back into agriculture. And I knew the layoff was coming, so I was already looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a salesman job, selling horse feed, basically. They're out of Munster Milling, and started selling horse feed. And I did that for another 6 months. And the head salesman was like, Bezner, you're not any good at this. You're great at talking to people, but you're way too honest.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive. I'd go over there.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think this bag of feed's going to help your horse, because I saw it run off a while ago. It doesn't need any more feed. So Sonny Bentley is how I got to the Browns. He was my head salesman. And he's like, why don't you start going with me? So, we just drove into Wagner's. We drove all over.
That's cool.
And then one day he's like, I took Donald Brown to a steer show one time when Rob was busy. So I took Donald to the steer show when he was in 6th grade or whatever. And he goes, let's just go in there and talk to him. So I didn't realize it. He already called.
And set it up.
Yep, set it up. Told me to wear a good hat.
Yep.
So we walked in there and met your dad. And a
Okay.
month later, I was working for y'all.
And we were looking.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be dang. 7 years.
Mhm.
Stuck it out for 7 years. But your, what I get asked all the time on social media, like, I can't get into agriculture. How do I get a job? How do I go work on a ranch? And it's hard to share that it's a people business, and it's
Yeah,
going to take you more than a year to get into that.
Right. And everything's a people business, really.
Oh, for
if
sure.
you are a good dude and you do what you say, if they're not letting you, and you're honest and hard worker, they're dumb if they don't let you in.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you need. You really just need honesty and hard working.
And you got to prove that first.
Yeah, and you definitely got to prove that. You got to be on the bottom for a while. And it doesn't matter if you're going into the clothing industry or whatever it is. You're not going to start the manager.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, this leads me into one of my favorite segments.
Okay.
It's called the Ag Gear Hot Seat.
Ag gear. I don't even. What's ag gear?
You know what it is. Get out of here.
I don't know if I've ever seen ag gear.
Never seen anybody wear it or anything.
I don't think I actually have.
Man, it's premium clothing. You know, everybody
Well, here's the
wears it
deal.
all.
Wrangler wants to go out of business. Do you know that, right?
No. Tell me about
I've decided
Yeah.
they want to, because here's why.
it. It won't fit.
If you can't
Oh.
put a
There you go.
If
Tucker,
you-
show 'em.
No,
if you can't put a phone in the pocket, I mean, I love Wrangler, but here's the deal. If you can't put a phone in your shirt, in your breast pocket, you are actually telling everybody, I don't want you to wear my shirt, because everybody's got to have it nowadays.
It's true.
And I decided I think Wrangler wants to go out of business.
So what's the national finals going to be? The Ag Gear National Finals?
It needs to be. Can you put a cell phone in your breast pocket?
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, nice little.
Not even that.
Yeah, not at this one. We have another one too. But so,
And
bam.
so
and this
when-
is the big phone.
all right, right. So now you're a horseback and you lean over to get a gate. It doesn't fall into a water trough.
Or-
What?
this
That's
out.
happened
Or check
twice.
this out, little secret.
Oh, the little secret pocket.
Fit in there.
Oh, now you can chase something.
Yeah, now
and
it ain't
it's
coming out.
not coming out.
It is
See,
not
Wrangler wants me to lose my phone. I think they're in cahoots with the phone industry,
Ah, that's right.
because I have stepped on phones. My horses have stepped on phones.
Yeah.
I've lost them in water
I was
troughs.
about to say, leaning over to get your horse a drink. It's brutal. Anyway, the Ag Gear Hot Seat.
Hate to jam on Wrangler because I've been a Wrangler fan for so long, but
Just can't get over that, huh?
what the?
I
Who
know,
is their
I know.
designer?
Man, I don't know.
Does he live in New York City? New York
He
City.
doesn't live in Throckmorton or Albany.
It's
Okay.
not San
Yeah.
Antonio.
Well, Ag Gear Hot Seat. Because it's not Ag Gear, it might get a little hot because Ag Gear keeps you cool.
Okay.
Okay, Ag Gear
All
keeps
right.
you cool. Look at like all these little holes right here.
Yeah,
Look at that
vents.
perforation. Keeps you cool on the back. And you can fit your phone in there or your pen and your notes, everything.
Yeah.
So you can get 15% off using code Tucker Brown. All
Who's
caps, no
Tucker?
space. And welcome to the Tucker Brown Show.
Oh,
All cap, no space. You get 15% off at Ag Gear online. So check it out. So the Ag Gear Hot Seat. We got some fun questions
Yes, sir.
for you. If your horse could talk, what's the first thing that he'd complain about you? He'd say when he complaining about you.
Coon? Are we talking about Coon?
We can.
My old Coon? Coon would be like, put your kids back on me.
Get off.
Get off. Because that dude has figured out that he is a kid's horse. And I've been ranching on him here lately. And he doesn't like it. Because I make him go. So if that's what we're talking about,
Yep,
Coon.
yep.
Now, yeah.
You have what other one?
I've got a horse named Oso and another horse named Bailey. And then we got Scout, who's like this big.
Oh, nice.
And Scout would say, get Trace Bezner off of me, because he likes to ranch on that little girl.
Oh, come on.
And she's old. And he loves it, and she's old.
Yeah. And Trace is how old now?
Trace is 8,
8 years old. That's crazy.
and he's pulling around on her like it's the NFR.
Which is there a horse in your past life that owes you an apology?
Firefly.
Why Firefly? He's like the sweetest old man now.
He was a stallion back in the day,
Yeah,
and
I
he
remember
was I rode him quite a bit. Sparky probably. You said the horse owes me an apology, or I
Yeah.
owe the apology?
Well, either one.
I
said
owe
which
Sparky.
horse
Sparky was one of my other good horses that I rode. Ducky, I probably owe apologize. I ranched on him hard at the RAB.
You remember riding Frog? Did you ride Frog?
I don't think I rode Frog.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
And then there's some horses I can't even remember. You know,
Mm-hmm.
these are just the ones. Yeah. Oh, Firefly.
That's funny because he's the kid horse, like the
Yeah, nowadays
safe intern
he
kid
he
horse.
was safe back then too, but we might have went round and round about stuff.
If you had to describe your ranching style in 3 words, what would they be?
My ranching style, cool, calm, and collected. I like staying slow. I like it's so brushy places. I like to go slow so those cows aren't running away from me,
Yeah.
I guess.
Slow
That's-
is smooth, smooth is fast.
That's right.
That's what I hear.
Sometimes slower is faster.
Yeah, you dang right. Sometimes our bulls, I wish, had a little more go in them.
Sometimes, well, it's not that you want the bull to have more go. Sometimes you just want to go home.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, if y'all walk a little faster,
We'll go home.
I get to go home.
Mike, you got any?
Bat wings or shotguns?
Oh, shotguns. Whatever's comfortable when you're afoot, too. You got to be comfortable both ways. I'm off my horse, using my legs.
Especially at the RAB.
Yeah. But then shotguns, you got the zipper. Man, what about?
I like how deep you're thinking about this, though.
Man, but it's important because
Yeah.
I'm actually getting a new pair of leggings built right now. So probably shotguns still.
Shotgun?
So shotguns. That's good. Well, you did good. You're out of the Ag Gear hot seat.
Yeah.
I know you're sweating. Use discount code Tucker Brown online. Get that 15% discount. I think it's 40% on outerwear still.
Yep.
On all the jackets and stuff. 40% off.
It's the winter time.
Dang, that's good. This is great because this leads me to one of my favorite segments.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to check it off the list or I'll do it again. But this is called Back to Richie Tags. Richie Tags sponsors
Okay,
the podcast.
yeah.
And you get Richie Tags in your Longhorns. And do you get them in any of your cows?
No, I don't do them in my cows. I don't.
Gotcha. We've been buying them for how
Oh
long?
gosh, long time. This is before me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Long time Richie Tag guys.
I've dremeled a few.
Yeah. We get them lasered now.
Oh,
So
where was this?
we don't have to. We do very few of them. I think what happened is Donald was tired of like Cowboy, like he was wanting to spend more time in the bulls rather than on the tags.
Dremeling the tag.
Yeah. And so I
Yeah.
think that finally, that cost prohibitiveness finally changed when it was like, oh, if we save one bull,
It's still
worth-
good to have some blank ones around.
Oh, we do. Yeah, and we do.
Right. But you can say, we need 500 and here's the numbers.
Yep.
And they just show up.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
because we'd spend hours in the evenings dremeling tags.
So with the Richie Tags, you can put your mark on there and they never fade.
Right. They're there as long as the animal's alive.
Yep. And so if you were a Richie Tag and you could leave your mark in something that people would never forget, that would never fade about you, what would you want that to be?
State the question one more time. If
So
I was a Richie tag.
Yeah, if you're a Richie Tag, you never fade and you can put your mark on there.
Right.
So what, as a person, what would you want to be remembered for, and what would your brand look like?
3 crosses, man.
3 crosses and a hill?
Yep. That's the reason we're here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Amen.
Yeah, it is.
So,
You'd want to be remembered for.
just following Christ. Following Jesus, doing what he wants us to do, because it's his will be done, not my will be done. So let's go down that route. Like, so if I was a Richie Tag, I'd put the little fish or cross or the dove.
Get it lasered in there.
I
Yeah,
got it lasered on my body.
there you
Okay,
go.
I like that. That's good. That's good. Well, that segment brought to you by Richie Tags. So check
There
them
you
out.
go.
They're the ones we use because they never fade. And you can make your mark. Leave your mark. Leave your brand. Make your mark. Shout out to Richie Tags. So you made it to the RAB.
In 07.
You were the bull man. How did that look? I mean, from my dad looking to hire somebody to take care of 600 bulls.
Right. So at first, little Tony was leaving.
Yep.
They knew the lease was up on the Crooked River.
Yeah. 40,000 acres.
Yep. So he was headed to Rocker B, and
Shout out. He's still out there.
yep, still there. Good dude. Dad's a good dude.
Big Tony.
Dad's Big Tony, man. So I came over. I came to the ranch, and that was back when we still ran bulls through the ring.
Yeah.
And so at first, I got there in June. So at first, basically I was an intern, learning.
So you weren't officially the bull man.
Right. So I wasn't officially the bull man. And then we went into calving. We got through the bull sale, shipped. Then we directly went to calving, in the wintertime. So it's tagging tons of calves all over, different traps throughout the ranch, getting all their weights and whatnot. And then Gary Matthews was the foreman then. And then he went out on his own, did his own thing, and still is doing it successfully. And then Decky Spiller. Well, I'm going to say your dad was really my next foreman because it took Decky a little bit to get there. And then, so Spiller was there, and I was taking care of a couple of set of cows. And then that's when they were like, hey, you want to become the bull man? And I was like, sure. So I was there ever since. So.
Oh, be dang. I didn't know how that went down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you did. You drove the feed truck.
Oh, yeah. We had to do it all. Everybody has to do it all.
Yeah.
I mean.
Still that way.
Yeah. And so when, let's say, Spiller left, then, oh my gosh, then Zaboral became my foreman, Casey. So Casey worked a deal with me where if I ran the feed truck certain weekends, I got other weekends off. Mm-hmm. And which I didn't realize one time he was just day working for the ranch. What he was doing was he was actually eyeballing all the employees. He's like, hey, show me how to run the feed truck. So I showed him how I ran it. And evidently he liked it, how I ran the feed truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I'm fixing to be the foreman. You want to run the feed truck on these weekends? So it got to where I was running the feed truck certain weekends. And then that way I can guarantee when I was off, and I got off more. Because I'll also by that time have been there a while. And so, yeah, it was fun. We all had to do everything. We all had to go tag calves. It didn't matter what your job was when it's time to tag calves. There's calves flopping out everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, at that time we had
from the Menards,
77,000 acres or 80,000 acres.
72 is what
72.
Yeah. So there's calves being born. So you all had to go during calf season and do this, But I was in charge, and then after that, I was in charge of solely the bulls and the heifers.
Developing them.
Yeah. So calving heifers, going, because at that time we were calving 350 heifers every year.
Yeah.
And so I was the main guy.
In the house pasture, right?
In the pivot, the confused water, the East Holden, and the rock crusher.
Oh, okay. 3 different spots.
It was terrible.
Gross.
The rock crusher was terrible.
Yeah.
To calve, and it was thick and brush. There was where someone went and tried to get rock out of, so there was you had to go over each one.
That was one of Rob's deal. Hence the rock crusher.
Yeah.
A name.
So, yeah. Anyway, so we had to tag team all of those heifers, and I was in charge of a lot of interns, lots of them.
Yeah.
Because they were like, hey, go with Bezner.
Hmm.
And at one point I really got tired of that, but I now look back and I think I'm really good at explaining stuff to people who do not know.
Yeah, because
Because
you were green.
Yeah.
Came in green.
Because I came in green, and, old school cowboys, if you didn't do it right, they just yelled at you. And who likes that?
Right.
So I realized you got to, show them, then you got to let them do it, and then you got to let them make a mistake, too. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, you got frustrated, but now I think I'm really good. Like, when I go to Brandon's or whatever, they're like, hey, Jeff, take this guy.
Teach this guy.
Right. And at first you're like, oh, man. But it's fun kind of teaching somebody.
Yeah.
because they went from, I've never done this, wearing a pair of welding gloves.
Oh,
Oh, all the new guys, when they come to go flank calves, they wear welding gloves. Have you ever noticed?
no.
They'll show up in their dad's welding gloves.
Interesting.
And you're like, and a Carhartt jacket, the big old puffy Carhartt jacket.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you're going to get hot real fast because
Yeah,
that's
you
a
start flanking.
warm jacket. And so I teach a lot of the people how to flank calves and or give shots to kids.
Professor Jeff.
And all the a lot of the Brandons I go to nowadays, or even day working or neighboring, I make sure my kids can go because it's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm a dad, 12-year-old, 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, and 6-year-old. So I want them to be able to go with me.
Of course.
And we homeschool, which is a whole nother subject. But that way they can get a piece of the pie and have some fun and know that not all work is just terrible.
Sure.
And go have some fun. You can have fun at work.
Yeah.
And be getting something accomplished, whether that's fixing fence or digging a ditch, which no one really likes, but if you're with some good people.
Boy, good people.
Good people, you can do a bad job with some good people.
Yeah. We always say that. I can be a little unserious whenever we're doing those jobs like videoing or picturing or
Oh, yeah.
fertility testing. And you get a little, like that's where you get to learn the most about the people you're with is whenever you go a little crazy. Mm-hmm. But you got to have fun.
When you're
Holy
shoot
cow.
side at the RAB, which are there a lot,
Yep.
or you're videoing bulls, what you have to do is turn your cap into, I'm making this fun.
You have to.
Because if you get a bad attitude, by day 2, you're done. Like, and
starts to rub off on
no
other
one
people, too.
wants you there.
No.
Because, man, you are videoing bulls, and you got to do it exactly the same every time for every bull to get a good picture of this side, get a good picture of that side. And so you get to where you better get a good song in your head.
Yeah.
You better have your mind right.
Get to saying a few jokes,
Yeah, for sure. Lots of joking.
being unserious.
Oh, lots
I
of jabbing, too, and that's
Oh, yeah.
I love the jabbing.
yeah, that's a love language.
If you can't take jabbing, then you don't need to be around me because
Yeah.
I'm going to ride you like a dead horse, man.
I had a guy say I wore that dead horse out with that post, just beating the dead horse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you learn a lot about people when you're standing next to them for literally 3 hours in the morning, take an hour or two break from the sun, and then you're working all afternoon with that sun going all the way down.
Yep.
And you're
till it's
standing
down.
right next to them,
Yep.
doing the same thing every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to have fun. No, that's cool. You get to take your kids like that.
Yeah, and people are getting way more into that.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your kids. And I've got some good horses for my kids. Like, follow me. We're going to go on together. When we get to the pens, stay on the outside and just sit there. And then once you're a foot or whatever, come on and give a shot. Oh,
like we did with Griffin. And your
Yeah.
oldest boy came out.
Mhm. my
Rode with
oldest
us.
boy's no longer on the outside of the pen, though.
Hey,
He's giving shots.
come on.
He is
Well, he did there too. I mean,
Yeah.
he was doing something. I
right.
think he was
yeah.
getting.
He's good. He's great giving shots. Getting to the point where give tags.
Yeah.
Give a tag or what have you. So
Those are good memories.
I
mean,
love it.
Phenomenal memories.
Trace is now coming with me. Dally's not really into it. So Ayers, and then now Trace is getting to go some.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun.
That's cool. Do you, as far as now for the guy you work
for the Lowe's.
and doing the branding and stuff, do you ever see the, what stuff costs to get the vaccines or to the price difference on the calves or anything like that?
So do I know what my vaccines cost? Yes. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
On a ranch in general.
Right. So, yes, I don't do all the figuring, like what's my margin at the end of the year on that, but I know how to market my cattle.
Yeah.
And the same guy has been sucking them up.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
For a while.
Coming back for more.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I don't really care, Jeff. Just make sure I'm the phone call.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to try anymore because the first couple of years I was like, I'm going to dabble with this. I'm going to try to get a truckload to Oklahoma City or El Reno or wherever, and then I was like, I'm going to call and, now it's like I call my certain people. I'm like, are y'all looking for replacement heifers? And they're like, oh, yeah, we want yours. Or no, we're not. It's too dry. So then the same guy, he's like, I'll take everything, even the doggy that he wants them all. So they go to the same yearling guy.
Yeah, that marketing's more important than I think it ever has been.
Yeah, and I think there needs to be, like, I help a lot of family members and some people back home. There needs to be a better way, and I'm guessing there probably is with social media about how to, let's say you've got from 20 to 40 cows. So you don't have a truckload.
Yep.
How to market your cattle. There needs to be a better way. There needs to be something, and I'm guessing there is something out there. But to say, why would I give shots?
Why would I castrate?
Why would I castrate? I mean, and I'm like, oh, man, if you're making some phone calls, you can make that very valuable.
Yes.
And I'm always against going to the old local sale barn because they don't know who you are. They don't know
what you did.
So I'm always into private treaty and yeah, your cattle might be on the bigger side for a lot of the yearling guys. But there is that guy out there. He's like, man, I got a starter yard. And I know you already gave a 7-way blackleg, a modified live, some wormer 40 days ago. And then they don't have to hit the sale barn. They don't become high risk. They can go straight from ranch to, there's got to be a better way to get those guys. And I try to tell all those guys, if you know your neighbor is doing in the same program you have, which is no program, y'all need to buddy up.
Yeah. Get a truckload.
Get a truckload together. Y'all all give some, but a lot of them are, their dad is still in the picture, and that's how he's done it.
Don't want to do it different.
And not going to do it different. Why? Because it costs money to give them shots. Why would we get all the
Spend
family
more.
together to cut the bull calves?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, first of all, it's fun. You're going to teach your kids
It's a lot
something.
of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's actually really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Getting in there, get a bunch of sandwiches and coffee and
Grow up a little bit.
go drag some calves
Mm-hmm.
and teach your kids.
Well, there's a new way. That's newer. A new way to figure out. I know you're not looking at the end margin and stuff,
Right.
but there is a way to figure out what stuff costs and what
Okay.
that margin's going to be, and to have your Schedule F done in one click of a button. That's called Ambrook, and this takes me to one of my favorite segments of the podcast, and it's called "What's It Cost."
What's it cost?
What's it cost? So Ambrook is it's an online software that helps you keep track of your spending, and it makes it really easy because you can take a picture of your receipt and it puts it where it's supposed
Oh,
to
it
go.
just puts it there?
Yeah, so you don't have to keep up with all the receipts and or put it, type it into an Excel spreadsheet. It puts it on the app, gives you a report, and makes it way easier.
Yeah.
Way easier. And so we're going to figure out. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
What does it cost, Jeff? Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so
What you're going to do
Your
is
average-
you're going to give us a guess. We're going to give you an item. You're going to give us a guess
Oh,
on
gosh.
what's it
This
cost.
is the hot seat.
Yeah.
All right.
all right, so your average fencing pliers.
Ooh, like more makers?
Yeah.
You said average.
Yeah, just your average standard.
Yeah, it's going to be $50. Maybe north of that now. I've got the same fencing pliers I've had for a long time, but
$50, final answer?
$50.
I'm going to go $75.
75. Okay. All right. Goldenrod, like a wire stretcher,
Oh, yeah. $150.
150. Okay. Heavy duty hay and grain feeder.
Hay and grain feeder.
Yeah.
Like a bulk self feeder?
Yeah.
Like by Prefert or something?
Yeah.
Or I should know. I kind of priced some stuff, but I don't remember. $800.
You said 800.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's
Yeah,
a tough one.
because are you like for wiener calves or for yearlings or for fats?
Yeah.
Yeah, $800.
What else you got?
Okay. A round water trough, like holds 150 gallons.
Oh, the small one. Mm-hmm. $200.
Okay. And you said 75 for the first. Mm-hmm. That's $38.95.
Not the ones I'm buying.
Yeah, but I say those nice ones are.
Yeah, because I like the really good ones because you don't want to pinch your skin right here.
I've done it.
And you get those cheap Tractor Supply ones, man.
They tear you up.
Ooh, don't make a mistake.
They'll get you.
So your goldenrod, you said it was 150.
150.
He said 150.
Yeah.
$98.
$98. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm shooting
You're
it
getting the
high.
high quality stuff, Jeff. Dang.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna get a stretcher, I don't hardly use I use come-alongs nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can get.
What else you got?
Okay, and then the hay and grain feeder, $738.
Ooh,
Right
nice
on.
guess.
Right
that
on.
was a good one.
Right on, right there.
And then the water trough, $240.
What'd I say? I said 200.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty close.
pretty dang close
Pretty close.
Okay.
But you could know exactly what it cost
to the
Right.
penny.
if you had
If
Ambrook.
I had
And
what?
You would Ambrook. AMBROOK.
Okay.
And but it's nice because you can put, if that feeder is for the yearlings, you can put that for the yearlings. And if your
Right.
stretcher is for the land, the land LLC, you can put it on the land LLC. So you can separate those where they need to go.
I got you.
With Ambrook, and you can use it for free for 30 days using ambrook.com/Tucker. So check it out. Ambrook's pretty neat for those that get into the business side.
Yeah.
Get into the business side. So Rob passed away just over a month ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little over a month, maybe.
And so you got to do some work with him. I mean, he was still out there all the time.
So Rob was always around. Sometimes when you didn't want Rob around, he was there.
Yeah.
So I actually have this story. So my first interactions with Rob, other than just shaking his hand, being introduced, was we're working. I've been there a couple months. It's later September-ish, getting ready for the bull sale. Super busy. Rob rolls up,
Come help me for a minute.
rolls down his window yay far to not let any of the air conditioning out of his
course.
red 3/4 ton
Don't want to
pickup.
waste any good air.
Rosy red cheeks, though.
Oh,
Didn't know for a little while why he had rosy red cheeks. Just drinking out of that mug. That Allsup's insulated cup whiskey.
yeah.
I need to borrow some of y'all. In Rob's voice.
Yep.
And you'd just see people, like, especially the foreman at the time.
There goes my plans.
Right. I need 2 of y'all. Mm-hmm. So you would get in with Rob, and you would do stuff from bird dogs to fish work.
Yeah.
Roanoke tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Roanoke this tank. It needs to be done today.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would Roanoke. We would seine.
Yeah.
Seine.
I remember that.
He didn't have a pair of mud boots.
No.
You just either shucked your britches walking out there, and you're like, what are we doing,
Trying
man?
to catch some bait fish.
We went to the Tonk. That one time we went to the Tonk tank where that little outland, we seined it. And he kept saying, I know there's a big fish in there, boys. I caught it. We just kept singing, and we never
got anything?
Never got it. We till dark. He sat in the air conditioning. Come out. What you got there? Hands on his hip.
Oh, Pinky's in. Yep. And he'd
Pinky?
be rubbing his.
Pinkies
Rubbing
in
that.
the pockets. Doing. Oh man,
That was wrong.
Rob cracked me up. I loved it. I love that he owned the ranch, and he's like, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. At that time, he was halfway retired and just like.
Oh, living life. Oh, Another story, I just thought about it. We went to the mare pasture. We got a brand new pickup.
Oh, yeah.
I went with him, and we were getting on Nutrina feed, and we had a Nutrina. His name was Justin, the salesman.
Mm-hmm.
We got in there, and he was looking for the mares. Brand new pickup. I mean, less than a week old. He just started raping this pickup. I mean, brush, squeak. I mean, just
Scratching and painting.
Oh. And he goes, I bought it to use it, boys. We went down some stuff you wouldn't take a ranger down, you know, like, and when we finally got to those mares, he's like, other than my grandchildren, those are the next thing important to me. I mean, like, forget those kids. Forget Robbie, Donald,
Betsy, Mary.
Yeah, forget them. It was grandkids and then those mares. And I loved getting to go with him and looking at mares and George. So that time we went down the hill. We scratched this red pickup up. Justin looked at me and I was looking at him and he was like, what is going on? I was like, this is Rob. I've only been here like 6 months at this time. Like, he can do whatever he wants.
Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I remember being with, I think it was you and Casey, and I don't remember who the interns were at that time, but I had to be like 16. And we were like finishing up for the day at headquarters.
Okay.
You already had the back of your shirt untucked.
already untucked.
Yep, it was untucked. We're putting up putting up horses, and we saw this red pickup coming up. And I think it was Casey. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was Casey. He goes, hey, everybody freeze.
Freeze. Stand still.
And so we do. We just all freeze. And that red pickup just keeps going.
Creeps on by. He did not see us.
Didn't see us.
You stand real still. You kind of blend into everything. Rob would drive right by you. I actually remember that. I think I remember that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
We got to the day before the funeral. We had all our cousins come in, and Granddad loved to play poker when the grandsons would come in.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he loved to play poker and have drinks with the boys, and so we were like, hey, in memory of Granddad tonight, not for us, not for our enjoyment.
Not for us. This is not for us.
Not for our enjoyment. For Granddad tonight, we're gonna play poker and we're gonna have a few drinks and have a good time. So we're there, and so we were gonna trade whoever passed the dealing cards. So to the next dealer, that person would tell the story.
Okay.
So we would tell Granddad stories as we'd go around. You know, we would laughing our heads off, and then the next person would tell one, and he'd get serious, and we'd be wiping a tear away. We're like, man, play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Texas Hold'em.
Man.
But it was really fun. Like, that part was special. Just hearing all those stories it was special. Well, yeah, they're in memory of Rob. You have any other good RAB stories?
So I have one more of Rob real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
So we were outside of the weaning pen one time, and we had a little fire going. And
and the weaning pen, for description, is the apartment.
Apartment above the garage
at my grandparents.
At your grandparents' house. Yeah. That was where they weaned their kids off, right? Isn't that? Okay. So we had interns and stuff in there, and we went over there, and we were going to cook a few steaks with some interns that were in there. And we were sitting out there getting the coals hot and drinking a few beers. Mm-hmm. Rob pulls up and throws a bucket down and just sits on there and starts getting into the cooler. Mm-hmm. And, like, we're all looking at each other every time he reaches in there. We're like, we don't make very much money, and you're just reaching in there like those things are for free. And when I guess he had his fill, he goes, all right, boys, I'm going to take one for the road, but don't tell Peggy. And just grabbed a beer and walked into his house and sat in an easy chair. And then another guy goes, okay, don't tell Peggy, we just got these steaks out of y'all's freezer.
Don't tell her.
Don't tell her. And we just went around the corner.
Peeked in there,
and there's ribeye steaks, and we're eating y'all steaks.
What do you know?
Yeah, what do you know? Hey, we're going to charge you a couple of natural lights for your own steaks.
Fair trade. Okay.
Oh, man, that was fun.
That's a good one. That was, I caught the end of those years
Yeah.
of the no filter
Yeah,
as I was getting into high school.
right.
That was great. Did you ever go to Crooked River before?
Yeah, so we had it for a full year while I was here, so I got to go over there with Big Tony. I was there, putting embryos in, working Jody's cattle that he had over there. However, they kind of worked that. It's like the ones that didn't take embryos and something. Anyway, so I got to go over there. That place was rough.
Yeah.
And Big Tony was into it. And then I was there. I, got to help clean it off, clean all the junk that y'all have had for 20, however many years y'all had at least. Load all that up on trucks and bring it home. That's my first visit to the hospital, getting dehydrated
Oh, wow.
over there. And I knew I was in trouble when Rob Brown bought me some Gatorades
Oh,
on his own.
yeah.
He's like, Bezner, you don't look so good. I'm going to go get you some Gatorades. It's like, well, I must be sick.
What's wrong? Something's bad.
So going over there with Tony and Ovita and what was Tony's wife's name? It was Ovita, I think.
I didn't mean
So, man, she would make the best tortillas.
Oh, I bet.
Just whipping them out, just roll them out, and you would like stuffing tortillas in your pockets when you're leaving.
Imagine if you had Aggie shirts and
You
you
could
could stuff them in this
You
secret
could
pocket.
really get them in there. You get two. She would make homemade. Anyway, go on there. It was good times, good memories.
I only got to
going
go
over
there like twice, maybe.
My time at the Browns was I got to see the old school Browns through the dispersal cell to everyone getting their part of the ranch, how y'all passed it down
Yep.
to the next generation. I got the whole deal.
Yeah, the big transition
Yeah,
period.
it was a lot of work, but it was really neat to go from the old school, what I would call the old school running bulls through the cell ring,
Yep.
to the new school, to the new technology stuff. Mm-hmm. It was very neat.
Do you, whenever I would work on some weekends or during the summer or whatever, I was probably one of the interns, quote
Yeah.
unquote, that they would just be like, go with Bezner.
Yeah,
And I remember I always got heckled for it, like every young man with a phone, of being on your phone too much. And I remember going with Jeff one time. We were in the bull pasture. We had to get like 2 cows out of here. And we were in your single cab truck.
Mm-hmm.
We had horses on the back, and we were just trying to find cows. You blowing your siren, and I was probably texting my girlfriend or something.
right.
And so I just sat back and went to texting and waiting for those cows to come up. Well, before I know it, I was like, Jeff will say something whenever they come up here. And we sat there for a while, and I hear like a cow right in my window. Just, and I was like, Jeff, they're here. And you're like, they've been here for like 10 minutes. I was just waiting to see how long it would take you
That
to
would be
notice
me.
it.
That would be me.
And that stuck with me way more than like,
Hey, get off your phone.
you get off your phone, pay attention.
I just waited
Yeah.
for them to bawl.
Yeah, because
right.
then I just remember being like, oh, I feel like an idiot. Total disappointment to
Yeah.
Jeff right now.
Yeah, I'm just staring at you, staring at your phone, looking at the cows that we're looking at.
Yeah, just wait.
I don't remember, but
Something you do.
yeah.
Because I remember it very clear, yeah.
Yeah, because I did that with quite a few interns, actually. I'd do the old trick with the phone and or we would be waiting on them, and they'd be on their phone, and I'd just tell everybody, like, holding my hands up
Chill.
right now, everyone just stop and stare at the guy on their phone.
And just be waiting.
Awkward. They'd look up. Y'all are waiting on me? Yeah, we are.
And then you'd sing, waiting on you.
Waiting on you. Waiting on you. Yeah.
I still say that at the ranch sometimes. You still live on
Yeah.
out there with that.
Oh. Yeah, I wrote you a song. It's called Waiting on You. Waiting
Yeah.
on you.
I remember one time I took some heat for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me hear about this story.
So we were I don't know what we were doing, but we were pushing a bunch of bulls through the chute. Bunch. It was chute side. We were there.
Days.
Yep, and it was hot. It was August, and I remember Dad's not about storing bulls in the bud box,
Right.
and we had been rolling through those bulls. So you and I were just in the back, kind of moving cattle in, and
Yeah.
something happened up front, and we had cattle there stored, and so we like maybe a bull went down or something,
Okay.
and so we come, all of us come inside, and we're helping get this bull up. Well, the bulls are in the bud box,
In the
alley.
bud box.
And in comes Donald Brown.
And then old DB showed up.
He comes in and he's like, "Hey, who left these bulls in the bud box?" And I was like, "I did, Dad." And I knew you did.
Oh, thank you, Tucker.
And then he sat down and he's like, "Okay, well, this is why we don't leave them in
Right.
here." And and just next time, I don't want you to leave any in there. You understand? In his Donald Brown way.
Yeah.
But I just remember being like, Jeff doesn't need to be chewed out for this. We were moving so good.
Right. Like I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't need to be. Thank you, Tucker.
You're welcome.
It was probably easier.
I waited this long to tell you.
Right. Well, that's very, very kind of you to take that heat.
Lanham would have been like, Jeff did it.
Jeff,
It was him.
That guy.
It was him. I told him not to.
yeah, he was like, "You don't know. I can do whatever I want until DB shows up."
Another thing I remember, I knew when you were done for the day because you would untuck the back of your shirt. Only the back, though.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a thing. It's kind of still is. I untucked the whole thing.
It's the whole thing now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I remember I like to live in, some of the Cowboys lived in town, and I remember Casey, we'd be at the AI Center, and he'd look at his clock. Right now it's 5:38. He'd be like, "All right, back here at 6:37." And, like, that was,
Yeah.
you were like, "Okay, you have an hour, like 59 minutes."
You had 59 minutes.
And so we'd haul out of there, and I think you all dropped me off at the headquarters, and I would walk down to my house.
Yeah.
And you walked in, and you were like, Tuck, by the time they make it to the cattle guard, I done had my sandwich ate, my pants are off, and I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah, because that was every day, man. When you sweated the way we did out there, you eat your sandwich, your little bag of chips. You take your clothes off, put them over the air conditioner vent or right in front of the fan, and it was ready for nap time.
Yeah.
And those guys, they weren't even to the highway yet, and you're like, snooze city. And I had those old kitchen timers. I just 1 hour, 55 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would be back at the saddle house about the time they rolled in, and they were just like hustling.
Yeah.
And I was rested.
Yeah. You were rested.
I took it
My
serious.
pants were cold.
Yeah, they were at least dry.
Yeah.
I took it serious.
Yeah.
Ty
your
Self
time,
one
huh?
time walked in to eat lunch with me, and I said, "By the way, I'm fixing to get my underwear." And
hadn't heard this.
And he was like, "What?" I said, "I'm fixing to get in my underwear, and I'm going to sit in that chair, and I'm going to take a nap." And I set my kitchen timer, and he goes, "You are serious about this deal?" I was like, "I'm
Do not mess
very
about."
serious about my downtime. I take my nap." And he didn't know what to do because I was there in my underwear in my chair. And he's like, I said, "Take your pants off too. I don't care."
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't care. It's lunchtime. I'm going to take my nap. When that timer went off, clothes on, out the door. And he was like, "Man, you're good at that."
You practice a time or two.
Practice every day.
You practice a time or two.
So
What do you remember about me? Just me being a stud?
Like you and Lanham, when I got there, Lanham was leaving the 5th grade, going to the 6th grade. Is that correct? And you were already doing your own, you were already into sports
Yeah.
heavily. And y'all showing stuff. So,
Oh, showing heifers.
yeah, showing heifers that I did all the chores on
No, you didn't one time.
every morning.
Oh, please.
So I need some kickback from all the winning stuff.
Oh, please.
We pulled every heifer ever bred out there for the show stock, I think.
Now, we might have done that.
Man,
yeah,
that's
we
like
might have done
always the show heifer had to calve
Trouble.
and you had trouble because they were too fat.
that. Yep. Yeah.
They probably weren't bred exactly correct.
Probably not.
Probably bred to more club calf stuff. But, yeah, you were already into your basketball, into football, because y'all went to state. I was actually talking to Lanham the other day. I was trying to remember what year you went to state. Like, it was
10, 11.
Yeah. You went in 10 and 11, 1 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
You were gone, though. You went in 10.
Yeah, we went in 10 and lost, and then we won in 11.
When did you graduate high school?
12.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
we won the 11 season, and then that spring we
Right.
graduated.
Okay. Yeah. So you were already into your thing
Yeah.
until the weekend rolled around, or you didn't happen to you were in between sports.
Mm-hmm.
You were there in the afternoons. But Lanham, then after, I was in the bunkhouse for 3 years. And then we went to George's house, which is right there at headquarters. And Lanham just conveniently always showed up at the house about 7 o'clock.
Your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his Crocs, a golf cart, and a little half corgi dog.
Yeah.
And he was like holding a little rope, had a little kid rope. And he's like, my wife's name's Corey. Hey, Corey, what y'all having for supper? So we would feed Lanham.
What you eating there?
Had a trail at one time when I moved over to the house on the hill. You could see his trail from his golf cart to our house. Mm-hmm. And by God, he didn't go around on the road. It was a just straight line.
Yeah.
To go see what Corey was cooking up for supper. But you were already into your thing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
You were already into your
football camps.
Oh, man. Yeah, sports and showing and your thing. Yeah. So really, me and you didn't have a ton of interaction at work all the time. The occasional you'd clean some water troughs out.
Yeah, I was good at that. Your nap time was my cleaning water troughs.
Cleaning water troughs out. So Corey and I went through. I wrote down 26 different interns while I was there.
Wow.
And that's not all of them. She said we did it as soon as we left 11 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 11 years ago, whatever. We wrote them down. We wrote a big long list, the ones that we can remember. And I thought it was 26. She said it was like 28 or 30. But I don't even remember all the interns.
I've only been here 8 years.
It was a bunch of them. We rolled through them.
But y'all had like 4 at a time.
Right. And there was sometimes, they just came for a semester, so they'd come for a spring or fall, and then you would get some for the summer. Mm-hmm. So,
because you could have 3 sets of them.
Right. You could have 3 sets in 1 year. And then what was funny was you'd always get someone just for the Christmas break. Someone like, hey, I just wanted to come work for the Christmas break.
Yeah. We got one of those this year.
Great. Because I need you during the Christmas break.
Yeah.
Because I want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, you did have a lot of interns. You were just the intern dad, probably.
One time. Okay. We were calving heifers. And I had some new interns come in, at the semester or whatever, at the year mark. They came in. I was already into calving heifers, and I can't even remember his name. I can't hardly remember any of them's name. But I would use my scope on my gun to see tags or to look across there to what's that cow doing off? Because I didn't want to disturb what was going on out there. Mm-hmm. So I just look at them through my scope, try to get. I didn't have binoculars. We were always shooting coyotes off of them. So I just look at them. And one time Donald calls me and he's like, "Are you fixing to shoot an intern?" And I was like, "No."
I'm just scoping.
That's a good idea, though, Donald.
Don't test me. Don't tempt me.
He just called me. He's like, "You fixing to shoot somebody?" Yeah. So it was fun teaching those guys. At the time, it wasn't, but you look back and you're like, "Yeah, it's fun teaching those interns." So
yeah, it's definitely that way. So this week is our interns last week, and that's when they see the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And this whole time of working their tail off and doing the Donald Brown hours and
right
now all of a sudden it's fun. Like the last 2 weeks, they're like, "Man, can't believe it's already over. That was so much fun. I was like, 3 weeks ago, you hated this place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because it's a lot of work, but you don't. There's almost no other ranch you can go to and get in front of cows that much. I mean, when you're setting cows up to AI,
Yeah.
you're in front of them how many times? You're gathering them, giving shots. You have to go tag the calves. You're in front of them. Like all the bulls, you're in front of them all the time. You have so much exposure to cattle to learn how to read them, to learn how to see what they actually look like. You ask an average person, what's that cow look like? They just say red, or they say black. Or, if you ask a random person, what's a cow? What color's a cow? They say black and white, which annoys me. But then before you know it, they're looking at a cow and saying, hey, I think I can see the difference between that one's head and that one's head. And it's pretty cool to see a kid go from, I see a black cow, to that one's got better bone structure than that one. This one's got a little bit more leather to him. It's pretty neat.
A little more volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, interns get a lot of that now because how Donald goes through every single animal before the sale and grades all of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, interns get to do that, and I get to do that too. But, internship program's pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. It's great for them, and they wouldn't learn as much if they didn't work as much. Because while you're here, you got to seize the moment.
Yeah, only 6 months, 4 months.
Yeah,
sometime.
whatever your internship is. Yeah.
Those
So.
Tyler Rogers, like y'all's 2 times here are very similar. Like the way you came in, how much experience you had before,
Very little.
the places you're working at now.
So Tyler didn't say this in his podcast because I listened to that one. He came and interned for me.
Before.
Yeah.
That's right.
While he was waiting on TCU,
Yeah.
he came and worked for me for the summer
Because the Lowe's are connected to LCU.
to LCU.
Yep.
Right. So he came
That's right.
to the ranch and lived at headquarters, and he was, we went and rode a bunch of horses. I say a bunch. We just rode around a little bit. We roped a couple cows. Just for funsies.
Yeah.
I made him saddle a horse every morning, whether we were just filling cordon feeders.
Yeah.
I was like, Tyler, if you're wanting to do this, you got to get in such a habit of catching a horse. Let him stand there the rest of the day. He'd saddle a horse every day.
I bet he does a lot of that. I mean, I know he does a lot of that.
You've
now.
just got to get in such a habit. That is your routine. So, Tyler, good dude.
He is, isn't he? He is. Well, we always like to, unless you have any other good stories you want to share.
Do you remember Stefan Hoodleman
No.
from Switzerland?
No.
You don't remember Stefan?
I don't remember
Okay, so he came over and was with Decky. When Decky was the foreman, he had some connections to Decky somehow through Fredericksburg area. We went to drop a stallion off in Oklahoma. Rob was partners with the stallion, and we, on the way home, we just went to Fort Worth. We didn't ask. We just dropped that stallion off, went through Fort Worth. We're going to spend the night. I said, I don't have any money. We're just going to sleep in the pickup. So we went to the White Elephant. Yeah.
Great
went to
place.
Well, he's from Switzerland, so his accent attracted all the single ladies.
Okay.
All of them. So then I was like, well, looks like I'm going to go to the pickup.
Yeah.
Whenever you just get there, I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I just remember like at 2 a.m, I heard the cake feeder open. Squirt. Pushed the cake to the side, and then the lid shut. And in the morning, I got up, got on the back of the pickup, opened it up, and he's sleeping in the cake feeder.
In the cake feeder?
Yep. He said, you wouldn't wake up.
So
He slept in the cake feeder. He's like, the cake was still warm from the day. So he just like pushed it to the side. It was wintertime.
That is hilarious.
The cake was still warm. He's like, I just snuggled in the cake and shut the lid, and he slept in the cake feeder all night.
Dang, that's awesome.
That is a cowboy story.
And
man.
I'm telling you, it was hilarious because first of all, you should have seen this guy dressed like us with an accent.
Hard Swiss accent.
I mean, if you didn't know him very long, you couldn't hardly understand him. It was so thick,
Yeah.
you know. And the ladies,
That's,
I was like, I wish I had an accent, you know. And so I was like, I'm giving up here.
I'm just going back.
Going to bed, going to pick up. And I crawled in, and he slept in the cake feeder the rest of the
No
night.
way. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is good. That was good. That was
That
fun.
is a good story.
That was
Yeah.
fun. That was fun.
Golly. Well, we like to wrap it up last segment of life advice or favorite Bible verse or Bible story.
Okay. Well, I don't do the coffee cup Bible verses like he will
Yeah, your
cover you with
basic
his
ones.
wings.
Yeah.
You know, like the feel good.
Uh-huh.
So I like what Paul said in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 1:23, where he says, I preach Jesus crucified. Because most people think about Jesus and they're always like, oh, the resurrected God. Well, but God, if you think about Jesus, the ultimate sacrifice was he hung on the cross for every bad deed out there. And if you can put yourself into giving him all your sufferings and all your goods and all your valuables and all your sin, like Paul said in Corinthians, preach Jesus crucified. Because if you can remember that I gave him that black eye, I scourged him at the pillar, I hung him on that cross. He won't do it next time. You know, it's harder. You just get closer to the crucifixion.
Makes sense.
And yeah, it's not a coffee cup.
No, but I like that because then I'm like, that's what makes it mean so much.
Right.
Is that, like, obviously, is it amazing that he came back to life and the
correct.
devil didn't win the war, right?
Correct.
We know the end of the story.
Right.
Homie wins.
Right. But the resurrection doesn't mean as much if he didn't die the way
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Mike, he died for y'all. He, all the sin that you have or ever will do or ever will be, it's on there. And he's outside of space and time. So if you're in the depths of wherever you are, you can think, God, you're on the cross for me right now. I'll give you this suffering. Take it from me. I love that verse because it goes deep
To
me.
It is, yeah.
to me. So
Yeah, that's not the one that you like.
no, it's not the
Jump
one you
into, like-
you don't put it on your coffee.
You ever heard of Jesus?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you ever heard of Jesus? Yeah.
Love him crucified.
Yeah, he loves you, you know. But if you get to why did he love you? Because he got
That's how much.
crucified
Yeah,
for
that's
you,
how much,
for
right.
you.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What about you, Mike?
I got one. It's kind of, it's a thinker. It's John 3:14.
Okay, not 3:16.
No, 3:14. As Moses lifted up the snake in the desert, so the Son of Man must be lifted up.
It is weird to think he lifted up a snake.
Yeah, he did.
It's weird, like the Simba lifted.
But yeah, he did that to protect the people.
Yep.
And he lifted up that. So, and it says, so does the Son of Man must be lifted up to save us.
Right.
I like it.
So Jeff, I've had this is the first year I've ever had like a verse for the year.
Okay.
One that I like really liked, and it was going to be I just wanted to think about it often. Proverbs 21:31.
Okay, what's it say?
It says, "The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but victory belongs to the Lord."
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I need to prepare my horse, whatever that is.
Well, maybe you're the horse.
Maybe I'm preparing myself. Yeah, maybe I am. Whether that's me preparing my business, my marriage, my like me doing the work, preparing for battle. But in the end, however that ends, the victory is not because of how much I prepared that horse or
Right.
prepared myself.
Right.
But the victory belongs to the Lord. So that's kind of been my year and
Right.
it's December. Dang, I'm going to have to come up with a new one.
A new one.
It's good. You know, that reminds me of in where the red fern grows.
Yep.
The grandpa tells little Billy, you know, little Billy wants bird dog. He wants coon dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandpa tells him, well, he's not just going to give them to you. You got to put in half the work, and he'll make it available. He'll make and that's what, it won't always be the perfect bird dogs or coon dogs. It won't be the perfect horse. Maybe it'll be what you prepared for. You don't even know what it was. But it's just like me and all those interns. I didn't really like teaching them all the time, but now I look back and I'm like, I know how to teach my kids a whole lot better because I had that many interns.
Yeah, that's cool. Full circle.
Yeah. But I like that. Prepare your horse. Get ready for whatever's the next thing. But at the end,
Victory belongs to the Lord.
that's right.
I heard a football player say that, Jameis Winston. If you get the opportunity, look into him. He's hilarious.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to not be.
Okay, he is now.
Changed his life around.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Big guy. He's a big shares his faith a lot with his team. All the videos are like there was one where he had to, if he hit the crossbar of the uprights, that the team wouldn't have to run that day. And he was like, "Hey, this is by faith, guys. That I'm about to hit this Bible study. 15 minutes right after this, throws it, hits it. He's like, "What'd I tell y'all? It's because of the
awesome.
faith." I mean, he shares it a lot. You know, I'm praying for more of those moments. To somebody was like, if somebody followed you around for a day, like, would they know that you're a believer?
Right.
And so I'm like, dang, where can I need to recognize those moments of when can I share?
Yeah.
Like if my coach would have told me to hit the crossbar, I'd just been like, yes, sir, I'm going to hit that crossbar. And so.
Right. Tucker was going to hit that crossbar.
And so changing that mindset of like,
Right.
how can I use it to share?
Using that platform as in,
Yeah.
I want to do this for Christ. It may not happen, but just so everyone knows, I have faith I'm going to hit this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, like I look up sometimes, I'm like, I don't think I represented Christ today very well. I try to do, you know, look back into the day and think, was I a kind fella today? Was I kind? Whether I preached to some day worker about Jesus, I don't actually want to do that.
That's tough.
I would rather him say, Jeff's a good dude, versus all Jeff wants to do is talk to me about Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't really want, unless he
wants it.
But yeah,
Your planner.
right.
Yeah.
I would rather just be a kind fella and them say, I like hanging out with that guy. And then one day him say, hey, what do you think about this?
What's different?
Theological background thing. What do you think? Yeah.
Well, I bet that's true.
I hope.
I bet that's true. Man, dude, it's been fun having you on the pod.
Is it already over?
Been an
Because I
hour.
actually have more stories that
We can go.
you want one more?
Yeah.
So I thought of some other story. Like the first time my
Get this guy a natty light. He ain't going to bed tonight.
So the first time Ayers ever saw me pull a calf, he was so small he was actually in a car seat.
Yeah.
So Corey was somewhere, and so he couldn't even walk. And I had him, and I had to check heifers with an intern. The intern was like, I don't know what's going on. Well, I was like, well, I remember that heifer when I left that evening, and I know the phone call was coming. It's like Ayers was sitting in a car seat in the AI center on a table, strapped in, watching me and an intern pull a calf. Yeah. I was like, well, how many kids can say that? I wish I had an iPhone at the time. I'd have taken a picture.
A video picture.
Yeah. Yeah. The funniest one I wanted to share was we would fly helicopters, shoot dogs, coyotes before
calving.
calving. It's about the time the leaves fell off trees, still hunting season, and Cameron Nelms,
Yep.
worked for the ranch. He spotted a big deer in the mare pasture with that big old brow tines. So he put him up a little corn feeder, didn't tell nobody about it. Well, one day he said, hey, let's go check my corn feeder, see if that big deer's at it. So we pull up, and we're like 200 yards, downwind. It's actually got snow on the ground. And he goes, there's a, looking down the scope of his rifle, there's a big deer down there. I can't tell exactly what it is. I said, but you can see him? He goes, I just can see his antlers through the brush. Mm-hmm. I said, well, I can see his front, like his leg. Let me see your gun. I want to see if I can see his antlers from this side. I just shot him.
Wait, I'll just look.
I'll just look. Had no idea what this deer was. It was not the deer he was after.
No?
No, it was another nice deer. He's actually hanging in my house.
Oh, there you go.
But you just talk about a kid throwing a fit. I mean, every word in the book, you just shot him? I couldn't even see it. I was like, is that the buck on the left? He's like, yeah. I was like, let me see. Whammo. I just slaughtered him. Talk about mad. Because at first he thought it was him.
Oh, of course.
But it wasn't. And I'm so mad that it wasn't.
You just wish
I wanted
was.
it to be, because he ended up shooting that deer. And it went like
he got
153 or something.
Oh, wow.
Big old brow tines in the mare pasture. Yeah. It was hilarious. That guy was almost crying.
He hold that against you?
No, I don't, because it wasn't.
Oh, because it wasn't.
Because it wasn't.
Okay.
But like I said, that deer is actually still hanging in my house.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a funny.
Still
story.
got it in there.
Oh yeah.
I remember you saying one time you had that tree stand back in the mare pasture. And I remember finding it, and you're like, well, I'll try to keep it from you and Lanham, because once y'all know we got something, y'all kind of like to go over there. And you were done, like you had moved away or something.
Right.
And I remember Dad being like, I think that was Jeff's. And I was like, he did not ever say anything about it.
Yeah. So I didn't build it. I found it. George
really?
showed it to me one day.
Oh, wow.
And it had been abandoned. I just kind of remodeled it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went and sat in that deer blind all the time.
I'll be dead.
Yeah. I didn't tell nobody. No one. I didn't know. I didn't realize no one knew where it was.
Yeah.
Because no one ever talked about it.
No. I didn't know about it until
So
you were
I just
gone.
started using it. I'd turkey hunt out of it. I'd deer
It
hunt
is
out
good
of
turkey
it.
hunting back there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
on that creek.
On that creek.
Yeah.
There's a roost right there.
Yeah. We'll have to go see him, Mike.
Yeah,
So
there is.
We're going to bring old Macy Watkins in for some deer hunting.
Confirmed.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's gonna be
What
fun.
day?
Don't know yet, but they're in.
Ah,
But
sweet.
they're in. Jeff, man, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sounds like we got more stories to tell.
I actually
so like
do.
round 2, question mark?
I'll be better. I'll be better.
Better?
I'll be better.
I thought you were great.
We're gonna knock it up a notch.
I thought you were great.
Scale of 1 to
I
10.
enjoyed the
I'm
story.
gonna shoot for a 12.
Yeah, the stories were. I knew you're a good storyteller. That's what makes a good podcast.
We'll have a natural light next
Yeah,
time.
you get you.
That's right. Loosen you up a bit.
We'll
That
find-
and a ribeye.
We'll find
Ribeye.
one of Rob's ribeyes and one of Rob's bottles.
Get the good stories.
Exactly.
Oh,
Ones we have
man.
to beep all the time.
We gotta get you a ball cap if you want one. Registered Ranch and ball cap.
Oh, yeah.
We can get you one. We got some. Go to registeredranching.com, by the way. You can get your own. We'll ship it out to you. Some hoodies. Got Flash hoodies right over here. Some ball caps. Jeff Bezner, everybody. Thanks for joining us. The crowd goes crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Bezner. Thanks for listening to the Registered Ranching Podcast. We love you. Give us a 5-star review. It helps the show. Big things coming in 2026.
That's right.
Big things. Thanks to our sponsors for making it happen. But don't forget that we love you. Y'all stay classy and ranch on them. Sign out. You need one? Go. Do it. Do it.
One or two songs. It's the greatest songs ever. Black Betty.
Oh, that is your song. Yeah.
That's my song.
Well, I can't use the songs on the pod. No, I can't.
Would your daddy use the AC?
Early.
Oh.
Hit it.